In every good comic book story, there must be a villain. And in the comic book story of my life, it was Rex. But the trouble with real-life villains is that they don't wear capes or monologue about their evil plans. They just show up every day and make your life a living hell. Hi, I'm Liam from Boston. Don't forget to like and subscribe to MSA. Rex and I weren't always enemies. There was a time when he was my neighbor and we grew up playing together. But then one day, my dad won a lottery, got rich, and we moved to the richer part of town. And things just got weird between us.
Oh look, the rich guy's here in his big rich car with his tall rich chauffeur. What are you trying to do, huh? Make us all feel like we're losers and you're better than us?
That was the beginning of Rex's reign of terror. If there was an opportunity to shove me into a locker, trip me in the hallway, or call me names, he didn't miss it. I wanted to fight back, but that boy was massive. His biceps were like tree trunks, and his scowl could stop a clock. Next to him, I looked like an ant. Everyone was scared of Rex. And since he hated me, no one dared speak to me. I even tried to switch schools, but my dad told me to face my fears like a man. So yeah, I mostly spend my time alone drawing and staying far away from Rex, but he always found me.
Look everybody, Liam drew his imaginary friends.
No, that's Captain Teddy and his sidekick Ducky.
Looks like your mom, honestly.
His cape is blown over his shoulder as he holds off the meteorite. That's not a dress. Give me my book back.
Or what? You're gonna hit me, pretty boy? You can try, but you'd fail, and I'll puncture your face so badly, your rich dad will lose all his money to give you plastic surgery that won't work because it'll only make you more ugly.
That's enough, Rex.
I turned around and saw Poppy walk towards us. She was the prettiest girl in my class and my all-time crush. I saw her for the first time in middle school and instantly fell in love, but I never really had the courage to tell her that.
Stop bullying him. Pick on someone your own size. There you go. Are you okay?
I nodded my head like an obedient dog, and Poppy just brushed my hair and walked away. Wait, why did that feel insulting? She thought I was weaker than Rex, which I was, but I didn't want my crush to know that. I had to do something to redeem my image, so I decided to man up and ask Poppy out. I sat up all night, made a beautiful portrait for her, wrote a sweet message, and slipped the drawing in her locker while she was in her violin classes. After class, I rushed to see her reaction, but when I arrived, the portrait was stuck to Poppy's locker, and it had horns and fangs drawn all over it. Poppy,
I've never been so insulted in my life before. What did I ever do to you?
I didn't do this.
It has your name, doofus, and no one in this school can draw as well as you. I should have just let Rex beat you to a pulp that day.
And with that, Poppy just burst into tears and ran away. I was still confused when I saw Rex snickering in the corner. I walked up to him, my fists balled up. What's your problem, huh? Why do you hate me?
I just don't like your face. It reminds me of my old cat who scratched my hand. I hated that little thing, so I left her in the park one day, but she crawled her way back, and my dad went mental looking after her. He ignored me. Can you imagine getting replaced by a cat? Anyway, I hated that cat. You look like her, so I hate you too. What are you gonna do about it?
Rex would have hit me if the teacher didn't walk in. And 2 days later, I found out that he was dating Poppy. It made my blood boil. But did I do anything about it? Nope. I decided to ignore everything and carry on with my day. Life at school was miserable enough already, and I secretly poured my heart and soul into creating comics, and my most favorite one was Star Sketcher, about a boy who saves the world with his magic paintbrush from a menacing alien bully. I carried my work everywhere with me. So one day, when my art teacher saw it, he was so impressed, he pushed me to apply to this top art school in New York.
You're one of the most talented students in our school. Show some confidence in your work.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. Besides, who would even want to read stuff like this? Turns out a lot of people. Because the next day, my art teacher displayed one of my short comics in the school hallway, and everyone adored it.
Hey, Liam, love your comics. Please, make a character for me too.
And me, I don't even mind posing for you. Are you free this Friday?
I was basking in all the attention. I barely noticed Rex climbing into the elevator with me. Before I could get out, he pushed the stop button, took me by the collar, and shoved me against the elevator door. What are you doing?
Knocking sense into you. I saw your stupid comic, and this alien you wrote about sounds pretty familiar, right? Was it me?
Don't be silly. He's Dex, not Rex. And you're not green, are you? And you certainly don't have horns. You do have unusually thick brows, though. Have you considered going to a salon?
You think you're funny? You're nothing but a pathetic loser hiding behind your stupid comics.
My comics are not stupid. People love them. I'm popular now, probably more than you. Is that what's bothering you? That people think I'm cool and not the nerd you want me to be? Are you jealous?
Your mom's jealous, buttface.
And with that, he picked up my bag, took out my comic, and shredded it to pieces. How dare you!
This is just the start of what will happen if you don't stop writing your dumb comics. Next time, it'll be your head.
And Rex simply pushed me away and left. I was so angry, I couldn't stop shaking. And that night, I decided it was time to get even with Rex. He'd taken away Poppy and my comic from me. I was gonna take away everything that mattered to him, his girlfriend and football. With the school championship a week away, I wanted to wreck his game, and I knew just what to do. This cheerleader Ruby had a crush on me, but I'd held back because of Poppy. Now, nothing was stopping me, so I asked her out and she said yes. We hung out all weekend, and she bored me out of my mind.
You look distracted.
I'm not. Look, Ruby, I really like you, but if Rex finds out I like you, he'd make your life tough.
Oh, baby boo. You don't have to worry about me. As for Rex, he's a jerk face. You know, last night in the gym, he almost threw a dumbbell at his teammate because his squats weren't squatting. What does that even mean?
It means nonsense. Gosh, I wish there was a way we could get even with him. Actually, there might just be. Can you get me into the boys' football locker room before the match?
I can try. I know where the coach keeps the keys. What's the plan, though?
I told Ruby everything, and she seemed impressed. As promised, she sneaked me inside the locker room, and we sprayed itch powder all over Rex's gear. Throughout the game, Rex kept scratching his butt, which really slowed him down. The coach eventually noticed and benched him, and blamed him for losing the match.
Your scratchy butt cost us the match. Next time, shower.
Next time, coach better. So what if I was benched? What were the rest of these losers doing? Watching me scratch my butt?
Get out.
Coach benched him for the rest of the season, and Rex was so angry, he lashed out more at the coach and ended up getting suspended for a whole week. This was my chance to get Poppy's attention, but she was still not talking to me. I had to think of a way to get her attention, and one day, I saw her sitting alone in the cafeteria. Oh wow, that's the most appetizing pizza I've ever seen.
Do you want it?
No, I mean I'd love to, but I just can't. I used to have pizza almost every other night as a kid, and I got so fat, it took forever to shed all that weight. Not that you're gaining any weight eating this. You're not fat at all. You have a great figure. Cherry?
No, thank you.
Funny story. I can tie one of these into a knot using just my tongue. Watch me. I popped the cherry in my mouth and started twirling it around. But instead of a cool trick, I accidentally swallowed the whole thing and choked on it. I thought I was gonna die when one of the students came over and gave me the Heimlich maneuver. I coughed up the cherry and it went flying straight into Poppy's eye. I'm so sorry.
Stay away from me!
Okay, so that went to trash, but I didn't give up and decided to give my luck another shot. But this time, I knew I had to do something bigger, so I turned to Dad for help. I told him everything that happened, and he stared at me.
Wow, my son's stupid.
Dad, I don't need your judgment. I've got enough of that already.
Okay, fine. Let me tell you a story. Your mom was pretty popular in school, and I was just a geeky kid with a crush on her. I could never tell her. Heck, I couldn't even talk to her. Then one day, I saw some guys bothering her on her way home. I stepped in, saved her, and she called me brave and agreed to go out with me. She said I was her hero.
I never said that.
You don't remember, darling? Now teach me that cherry trick, Liam.
Some other time. Thanks, Dad. Talking to Dad made me realize I had to be Poppy's hero, but her boyfriend ate dumbbells for breakfast. What could I possibly save her from? So I hired some actors to fake trouble her, and I'd swoop in to save the day. She had violin classes near school, so we planned it for then. But on the big day, I got stuck in traffic and was 10 minutes late. By the time I arrived, the guys were towering over Poppy, and they were not the actors I'd hired.
Lose the money or lose your life.
Poppy looked terrified. I had to act, so I grabbed a rock and flung it, accidentally hitting Poppy in the leg.
Ow!
I'm so sorry. One of the guys came at me, but I kicked him in the shin, and he started limping. The other one attacked from behind, but Poppy threw a rock and nailed him in the face. He screamed, and I grabbed Poppy's hand, and we ran for our lives. We finally stopped at a cafe, panting and hiding before those guys caught up to us. Close call. Are you okay?
My legs are on fire. But yeah, I'm okay.
You should sit down. I'll ask if they have first aid in the cafe. Thankfully, they did. And while I was gently cleaning cleaning Poppy's wound, I caught her stealing glances at me. I'm sorry. I know I say that a lot, but
It's okay. After the way you jumped in to help me, even though you hate my boyfriend, I really can't hold a grudge. Thank you.
Poppy and I got closer after that day. She'd wave at me in the hallway, smile at me in class, and sometimes I'd catch her staring at me in the cafeteria. Rex didn't notice. He was too busy trying to find a way back into the team, but Ruby did, and she was not happy.
I hate the way she looks at you. It makes me so jealous. You know, I even messed up my routine today and chipped my nail.
So? I mean, why don't you get new nails today? My treat. With Ruby at her nail appointment, I called Poppy and asked her if she was free to hang out. We decided to meet at this popular club, and I was pretty excited. That was until 10 minutes later, Rex walked in and pushed me away.
You little weasel! You were the one who ruined my game!
What are you talking about?
What are you? Shut up! Your dumb girlfriend told me about how you put itchy powder in my shorts.
You're lying! Why would Ruby do that?
Because you lied to me.
Suddenly, Ruby walked in and shoved her phone in my face.
My friend saw you walk in with this dumb twig and clicked this picture.
Excuse me? Mind your tongue.
And you mind your hands. He's my boyfriend.
Cool it, girls. This isn't about you. Hey, pretty boy, itchy powder? Seriously? What are you, 12? Why don't you fight like a man instead of hiding behind pretty girls? Or are you too scared? Do you still wear diapers? I hope you do, because you're about to pee your pants.
Rex threw a punch at me, but thankfully I ducked in time. I picked up a ketchup bottle and sprayed it into his eyes. He got distracted, so I pulled all my strength into one tight punch and smacked him in his jaw. He crashed into a nearby table and was about to charge at me when the manager showed up with the police and got both me and Rex arrested.
That looks bad.
Not as bad as your face. And stop talking to me. We're in this mess because of you.
Me? You ruined my future.
You ruined my life. You've bullied me forever, calling me names, making my life hell, insulting my art. You even went after the girl I liked, and don't pretend it was out of love. You're a selfish prick, Rex.
Maybe. But what about you? You got rich and forgot about me. The day your dad won the lottery, I came to congratulate you. You didn't even look at me. Do you know how insulted I felt? You hurt my ego.
Are you freaking kidding me? My place was packed that night. I might have missed you. You could have talked to me, and we'd have sorted it out.
I thought you didn't care.
God, I can't believe you bullied me for years over that. Now I'm here with my right arm injured, not knowing when I'll draw again, and I have my whole portfolio to finish.
Not like I'm in a better situation. I'm benched for the rest of the season. Do you have any idea how mad my dad is? He's already threatening to send me to military school if I don't work on my game. And now I'm in this stupid jail. My life is sealed.
Your dad was always kind of crazy, right?
Nothing's changed, except he's only gotten crazier.
We really messed things up.
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. I won't trouble you from now on, and you can ask Poppy out if you want.
I don't think I want to. She clearly lied to you when she agreed to go out to the club with me.
So, what now?
I guess we stay out of each other's way and graduate in peace.
I'd like that.
Rex and I didn't talk much after that, and within a few hours, Mom bailed the two of us out. It took some time, but my hand recovered, and I decided to wait a year to apply for a better college in Paris. Rex was out of my life, but he left me with a very important lesson. Never let stupid people ruin your life. They are stupid for a reason.